So guys, most of you will know, well I say most of you, not most of you, because that video didn't really get seen. And look, what I am going to say is this is why it's very difficult for some child cases to get out there. You know, people will do a Kylie Rodney video and it gets 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 plus views, 100 plus views I've had on this channel on one video. But you do a story based on this guy, this 12-year-old boy who lost his life, and it would appear that the police got it wrong, and people don't seem that interested in it. And look, we need to get this story out there. And today I'm just going to read you something. And by reading you this, I just want you to really take in what is being said to you. Now, bearing in mind that this little boy, they're saying that he unalived himself. He was found hanging from a swing set in the garden. And what we're saying is, that's not what happened. But this is direct from the family. This is something that they have written to assist with people who are looking on social media to get the story out from their perspective. But I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to leave you to let me know what you think in the comments. But please, 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 let's get this video liked. Let's get it watched as far through as possible. And I know I'm rambling, so you think, well, I'm going to click off in a minute anyway. But the point I'm doing is to try and get this pushed out so people can see what's going on here. Because there could be a killer out there. And there could be another child involved in the future. Let's stop that. So on the 14th of April 2022... Sean got off the bus at around 3:02 p.m. and walked the distance of 2 houses to his front door. Vija, the grandmother, was home watching the youngest brother, but was in a rush. As soon as Sean entered the house, she told him to watch the toddler, who was asleep on the couch. She then exited. Ramona had just pulled up to the house to pick up Vija. Ramona's the mum. For a medical appointment. So they were going on a medical appointment, and called out to Sean as he entered the house and said, would call him from the car. So mum is going to call Sean from the car. He was excited to watch his brother for an hour while she took Vija to the doctors, and he had happily agreed to do so. He loved watching the toddler. He said he had homework to do and would complete his chores after before he went to do some gaming with his friends. He was an avid Fortnite player. He submitted his homework assignments, which was done online, one of which included him submitting a photo of himself holding up his work at 3:09 p.m. There was nothing in that photo that seemed out of place. So, you know, he's done his homework. We've touched on this before. He's actually done his homework. He submitted it online, and then we've seen him take a picture as well. Right, so from the car, Ramona called him for a second time. She had just talked to her husband, who said their 2-year-old had been napping for most of the 2 hours and needed to be woken or he'd never sleep that night. Ramona called Sean to revise the plan and asked him to wake his brother up, give him a snack, and maybe watch a movie with him downstairs. Sean laughed and said, "Mum, I'm pooping, I've got it." And they had a bit of a chuckle about it. His bathroom was on the 2nd floor of the property. Ramona called a third and final time from the car at 3:27 p.m. and Sean answered right away. She said that she realised he had been excited to play his games and suggested that Sean bring his brother up with him to the 2nd floor and that he wouldn't have to change his plans. Sean loved the idea and said that he would get his brother all set up on an iPad upstairs with him, which would be perfect. She told him where the iPad was charging on the 2nd floor and he could grab it and get everything set up. But first, before he woke his brother, he needed a snack. He took out some jarred peaches out of the fridge, which was one of his favourite after-school snacks, and put one into a bowl. Sean's chore was to take the trash out, and we believe that at 3:30 p.m. his alarm went off as he was preparing his snack, and he went upstairs quickly to complete his chore. So it would appear that he had alarms set on his phone that would remind him what to do and when to do it. He gathered the trash for the 2 upstairs bathrooms and came downstairs to gather the trash in the kitchen. Now this is where it gets weird. So the kitchen trash was never taken out. His Crocs were found next to the trash in the kitchen. No one in the house was ever barefoot. In fact, Sean had a strange thing about being barefoot, and I do. I can't walk around with barefoot. I don't like the feel of fabrics on my feet, and also if I'm walking about and there's bits, you get bits, don't you? If you've got wooden floors or tiles, I don't like that either, so I'm never barefoot. He never walked about anywhere like that. He couldn't stand it. What happened as he was gathering the trash? Sean's 2-year-old brother recalls only that there was a friend chasing Sean around and punching him. He also said the man touched his arm. Was someone in the house? Who? Ramona's last call before she entered the appointment was the last time she or anyone spoke to Sean. He never logged in to play Fortnite with his friends. He never took the iPad off the charger for his brother. His Crocs were found upside down next to the trash, and the trash was never taken out. And on the counter sat an untouched jarred peach. There is more to this. I will be giving you a bit at a time, but I feel that it's important to keep it small so you can really take it in and get a feel for what we're saying. But I can't stress enough. Remember, at the moment, this is a case that has been concluded by the Sheriff's Office that this young boy unalived himself. So let me know down below what you think so far, and I'll catch you all in the next one.